Welcome to El Paso Giving Day Live. Live from Southwest University Park, home of the El Paso Chihuahuas. Coming up this hour, El Paso Special Needs Education Center, Jacqueline Strong, El Paso Border Youth Athletic Association, Fab Lab El Paso, PDN Children's, War Eagles Air Museum. Here's that Giving Day guy, Chris Strub.
Thank you, Andy. Welcome back to Southwest University Park. My name is Chris Strub, the Giving Day guy. It is 1 p.m. in El Paso, and I've got a lot of buttons to push here. Let's press the show the donations button. 721. Let's take a little refresh here before I read it off. $725,510 raised. That's right. We can applaud a little bit. We got all the nonprofits here. 3,840 donations so far today, and 236 participating organizations from all around the El Paso region. Mika, it feels like I've met almost all of them so far today. It's been an awesome day. The energy is so wonderful here in the room, and we've got plenty more time for you watching at home to donate. Remember, I can also put your comments on the screen as well, so if you want to root on any of your favorite organizations, I know we've got some popular, fun, impactful, and incredible organizations coming up here, Mika. So that's about enough from me. I'm going to throw it over to you to get things rolling for our 1 p.m.
Thank you, Chris. We are in our 1 o'clock hour of our El Paso Giving Day live stream. Kicking off this hour, we have with us Jessica Quinn and Lydia Rios from the El Paso Special Needs Education Coalition. That is a mouthful. I'm sure the work that you do is also as significant. So why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about the mission, your organization's mission, the impact that you have, and maybe if you have a success story that you'd like to share.
Yeah, so my name's Jessica Quinn. I'm the director of El Paso Special Needs Education Center. We actually go by Every Little Blessing Preschool, and we call it ELB to shorten all of it. Our mission is to provide the best early childhood foundation for kids with and without disabilities to learn in an inclusive setting, which means that they're learning to play and interact with each other from 12 months to 5 years old is the age group that we work with. And we want to be a bright spot in El Paso. We have people who come all the way from Horizon every day to participate in our West Side location next to Hobby Lobby and Sam's on Mesa Street. And we're a 501c3 nonprofit, and we're very dependent on our community's support and the support of our parents and family members that extend throughout El Paso and throughout the United States, really. And you were asking about a success story. That's why I brought Lydia here with us. Her son goes to Every Little Blessing. And so of course, I think we're awesome, but it's even better when the parents love you, so.
Yes, so I'll talk a little bit about my son, Noah. He's 4. We heard about Every Little Blessing from an annual Down syndrome symposium that we go to every year. And Noah was just a few months old when we heard about the school. We found out
Noah
they take
has an extra chromosome.
Yes, he does. He's special. Yes. So we were told that the school takes our kids at 18 months, and we were ready to send him then because we heard how great the school is. Unfortunately, things don't always go as planned. Noah at 17 months got diagnosed with leukemia. So for the next almost year, he was bedridden. He was in these boards for his arms for his safety. He was fed through a feeding tube. So he lost all the skills that he had up to then from outside therapists, fine motor, gross motor, feeding, you know, all those independent things that he used to do, which every little blessing teaches all of that. So for the next almost year, he was like that. He lost all those skills. He even stopped talking, so now he's nonverbal. He was in quarantine for another maybe year just because he was so compromised, so he wasn't allowed to go to school. So it was finally when he was 3, he was able to go to school, and we enrolled him right away at ELB. And in his first few months, he was walking. He was almost independently self-feeding. He's, you know, his fine and gross motor skills. This is his 2nd year at the school, and the improvement that we see is amazing. The school, the teachers, you know, for every parent, it's scary to walk in and leave your child, and Noah, he just had so much anxiety with a lot of people, and he's never around other kids. He's an only child, so we were so scared to leave him on his first day. And no, that first day he walked in, he saw everybody, and he didn't even look back. And ever since then, he's just asking for school when he's at home, and he just loves it. And you know, as far as the staff, we feel like part of the team. They include us in whatever goals we want to accomplish. We do, you know, daily observations through a communication app, and they go above and beyond.
Every little blessing is not only a blessing to Noah, but a
for
blessing
us
to
too,
the parents of the students that are there in that learning environment.
Yeah.
So you have El Paso Giving Day is a great platform to spread the message about the impact that you make in our community. What is your fundraising goal for today, for El Paso Giving Day this year, and how do you plan to put that into action for Every Little Blessing?
Yeah, great question. So we tried to participate last year. I was really late to the party, and so this is really kind of our first time to participate in Giving Day. We set a goal of $10,000 to help us with outdoor activities and gross motor activities. That's something that we haven't had a grant for in a long time. We have a rock climbing wall on the gym wall, and we'd love to be able to expand that so that maybe more than one kid could try it out at a time. But we also have a Facebook page. You can look us up, Every Little Blessing Preschool on Facebook, and we've been posting some videos to share with you some of the things we have our eyes on, and we would really love to have that continued support.
Well, do you have any final messaging that you'd like to share with donors who are considering how they want to make their resources used as part of El Paso Giving Day? Like, why does Every Little Blessing stand out?
I would say that we stand out because we're super unique in the El Paso community, and in order to make everything run smoothly and still make it affordable for our community members, we have to have your support. We have to have that extra funding. We don't get state or federal funding, and we try to thank you and share with you all the wonderful things that are happening at Every Little Blessing through our social media. So check us out, like us, donate. And we have fundraisers throughout the whole year, so hopefully you can do Giving Day, but if you miss us, we always have something around the corner.
Right, so for our donors, please check out Every Little Blessing, also known as El Paso Special Needs Education Center. If you don't find it as Every Little Blessing on the El Paso Giving Day website, you can look them up, learn more about their mission, and consider making a gift that will change a life. And of a student and of course their family members. So a ripple effect as we see all of our nonprofits have in our community. So thank you so much, Lydia, for being here. Thank you so much, Jessica, for being here, and thank you for the work that you do every day to support our little guys with the special needs.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. We love you, El Paso.
Thank you so much for being here. I just found you on Instagram. Got a little. I'll tag you in this boomerang I just took.
Awesome.
It took me a second to find you, but I got there. We'll be right back in 60 seconds with our next nonprofit. Do not go anywhere. You're watching El Paso Giving Day 2023 live. This one.
Yay!
Yeah. You like the applause?
I'm
look good. Okay.
Welcome back to El Paso Giving Day 2023 Live. My name is Chris Strubb, the Giving Day guy. Let's hit that refresh button here. Again, we know you're hitting that refresh button too at home. So thankfully, we've got some great Wi-Fi here at Southwest University Park. $737,104 raised so far here in the early afternoon. 3,889 donations. Mika, it's been an awesome day, and we're about to chat with another great organization. I had a chance to meet these guys at the registration kickoff event back in July. Such an incredibly powerful, special story, and I've been looking forward to seeing you guys again for months. So I will mute my mic and hold back my tears and look forward to hearing more about your story. Here you go, Mika. Take it away.
All right, thank you, Chris. We are here with Sherry and Jacqueline of the Jacqueline Strong Foundation. They are one of the funds under the Paso Norte Community Foundation, and this is their first El Paso Giving Day since they've only been around for less than a year.
Yes.
You've already done so much work related to traumatic brain injuries and helping families that are going through that. You've lived that through your real life experience, and so you know what they're going through. So tell us a little bit about Jacqueline Strong. I know all about it, but the larger El Paso community may not know. So let's tell them your story and why it's so important to give to Jacqueline Strong this El Paso Giving Day.
All right. Well, first of all, my name is Sherry, and I'm Jacqueline's
I'm
mom, if you
Jacqueline.
can't tell.
Yeah, we're related.
We thought you were sisters.
Thank you. I love you guys. Jacqueline was actually involved in an auto accident in 2018. Am I looking at you or over here?
Either
Wherever.
one.
Okay.
If you want to appeal, I know you appeal to them.
Okay, so
But I know.
2018, Jacqueline was involved in an auto accident, and we were told that she would not survive the night. And I will not cry, but we got to the hospital, and
Do I need to take over?
no, I got this. I got this.
You got this, Mom.
And it's been 5 years, you guys, so you'd think I'd be over this. But they said she had severe swelling of the brain. If she did survive the night, that she would be in a vegetative state forever. That she would never walk, talk, or eat again. And that as parents, we should put her in a long-term care facility. And we said no. We chose not to. We had a bigger God than that, and we trusted him. And we reached out on social media. Long story short, we take her. She was in ICU in a coma for almost 3 months. And then we took her to Houston for almost 5 months for a rehab center for brain injury. It's called TIR. And Jacqueline did not talk for almost a year.
And now I don't shut up. But you should love that.
I love that.
Yeah.
She did not talk for almost a year. She was in a wheelchair for 2.5 years. And she had a feeding tube for a year.
So I have 2 belly buttons.
Yes, she does. So we were told life would never be the same, but Jacqueline is now back in school and back in college at UTEP studying to be a neuropsychologist because that's who helped her. And so we're super proud of her.
Well, and now Jacqueline's paying it forward, right? Because
Yes.
you guys know what it's like to be in those desperate situations where hope doesn't seem to exist, but you guys had this tremendous amount of faith, and you're here 5 years later also now trying to help families that are impacted by traumatic brain injuries and who may need that beacon of hope that you can share your
Yes.
story and tell them, you know, that there is something to work towards.
Well, I'm a mentor now at TIR in Houston. So about every 3 months or so, we go back and give money away from my foundation to other patients who have a traumatic brain injury like I had. And it is such a blessing that we're able to do that.
Yes, because
To
when
help
you're,
others.
when you're going through something so traumatic, the things you don't think of are, how do I pay for parking in Houston Medical Center? We paid over $3,000 in just parking, for food, for lodging while you're living there. So we go back, and now Jacqueline is a mentor. Her picture's on their wall of hope. We just got back actually from there, and we give money from the foundation, and it goes directly to the families. We're fixing to have a 5K on the 27th So we're super excited about that to raise more money for our foundation, just so we can
Yes.
give back to these patients.
So what's your goal for El Paso Giving Day?
Well, our goal is $100,000, just because we always have big goals, you know.
Yeah.
But
I
it's
say
never
a million.
impossible.
I say a million, but
$1 million.
I
There
don't-
we go.
I don't think that's
be
gonna
for $1 million.
happen.
But you guys are going to be grateful for whatever contributions
Whatever.
you
Yes.
get, because you know that you're going to put it to work and going to be helping these families who are in your shoes where you have been.
Yes.
Yes.
We're actually leaving from here, going to Kindred right now to visit a young man, 22, that has been in the hospital for almost a year.
Yeah, and their lives
Yes.
will be forever changed, as you know, and you're using the change in your trajectory to now give back and make a difference through the Jacqueline Strong Foundation.
yes, this foundation is one of the biggest blessings we have ever had. So
Yes.
very blessed to be under Paso del Norte.
Do you guys have any final words you want to share with the larger El Paso community, you know, as they consider how they will make their gifts for El Paso Giving Day? Why should they give to Jacqueline Strong?
We just want to thank you, because when Jacqueline walks into a room in the hospital and the patients see Jacqueline, and we show them pictures of Jacqueline, because she didn't have either sides of her skull. Her
I'm
skull was
German.
taken
I wish
out.
you kind of had some pictures. because they
I'm
are-
German because I have plastic peak implants that were 3D printed in Germany, and I look German.
Yeah. So we always tell them when she walks in and they're able to see her and how she looked in a vegetative state, and we can show them pictures of Jacqueline, and they get to see her. It gives them that hope and that faith that
Yeah.
that their son or daughter
That they could also be,
could be
a
there.
miracle.
Yes, exactly. So, and we're just very grateful that we're able to witness that with the families. So it is a gift, a big gift.
Yes.
Well, thank you, Sherry. Thank you, Jacqueline, for being here with us today, for participating in El Paso Giving Day, and for making the difference that you do in so many lives that have been impacted by a traumatic brain injury.
Thank
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. And I wasn't
All
gonna
right, well,
pray.
if you are interested in giving to the Jacqueline Strong Foundation, visit the El Paso Giving Day website at elpasogivingday.org. You can look Jacqueline Strong Foundation up among the 235 participating nonprofits as part of El Paso Giving Day, our 8th annual that we are celebrating today. Thank you guys so much.
Guys, thank you so much for being here. El Paso Giving Day 2023 live. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Sorry about that, Mika. I was over giving hugs. It's a hug kind of day, you know?
Yep, that's what El Paso Giving Day is all about.
Let's take one more peek at that running total that is running and running and running. $750,000 raised so far. Yeah, we can get a little applause in the room for that too. $750. We're keeping those donations coming. And I'm going to throw it back over to Mika here. We're going to introduce the El Paso Border Youth Athletic Association coming up next.
Right, thank you, Chris. Yes, like you said, we do have Nathan Weatherly and George Gaspar with the El Paso Border Youth Athletic Association. This isn't your first rodeo. You participated in El Paso Giving Day before, but why don't you remind everyone about the mission of the Border Youth Association and you know, the lives that you impact and the youth that you serve.
Sure. So El Paso Giving Day is my first rodeo. I think.
Okay, a newbie.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Thank you. So I think Border Youth is this is their 4th year in it. So we appreciate you guys doing this, and I think that this particular event is perfect for us because it's hit out of the park, and we do baseball and softball for youth here in El Paso. We not only do baseball and softball, but it's more of an educational and lifestyle thing for the youth in El Paso, anywhere from 3 years old all the way up to 18 years old. We help kids learn how to be themselves, have a fun, safe place to be, and also learn what it takes to go to higher education, be good in school currently, and be the best person they can be today.
Well, my kids, my son plays baseball, my daughter plays softball, so I know what the team environment can have, and just having those adult role models in their lives. So tell us a little bit about how you plan to use the funds from El Paso Giving Day. Is there a specific area of your nonprofit that it will serve? Is there specific programming that the money from El Paso Giving Day will impact?
Sure. So the main reason we're here for Giving Day is for the kids. All the money will go back to all the kids in our program. We serve over 1,000 kids during the year, and every single dollar will go back to the kids, either in having an opportunity for education after school, having a place to play, and just being having mentors and people there to guide them during life. George will talk a little bit about our youth programs that, you know, like I said, from 3 years old all the way up to 18 years old.
Yeah, we know when kids don't have something to do, they can get in trouble, right? So tell us, you know, how you're engaging those kids and the impact that you're having by providing those mentorships.
So the focus is keeping the kids busy through athletics, keeping them interested in staying in school through athletics. So we cater to a lot of the families that don't have the resources to play at city leagues because baseball is very expensive.
I know.
So with the donations, the money goes for umpires, for fields. We've grown from 53 registrations 2 years ago to over 500 kids in the youth league alone. So all the donations go to equipment that the kids can't afford, to umpires, to giving them the ability to play this sport that they wouldn't have the opportunity to play without having the financial resources. A lot of the kids, we need to keep them interested and engaged in something. Baseball's very popular amongst all the youth. A lot of the kids are very grateful. The parents, all of our coaches are volunteers, so they're mentoring the kids. The donations will go a long way. And it's very fitting that we're in the stadium because this season we were able to bring 1,300 kids and families and make a wish come true to watching a game that they wouldn't have had the opportunity. So with that being said,
There's also the health benefits, right? If a kid's not sitting at home on a couch, you know, they're being physical, they're getting out and being active, which is what we want for all of our kids.
correct.
Sure. And then also, just in El Paso, I grew up here in El Paso, born and raised. I was able to play high school baseball, get an NCAA scholarship, go ahead and play college baseball, go on to get my master's degree, be a coach in college. So the whole thing is we get them up to high school and give them the option that college is attainable. It's reachable, and it's actually a thing that can happen. So December 2nd, we actually have a baseball showcase with 10 colleges and universities coming, and that's a huge thing for local El Paso high school kids to have that experience.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
And my story is a little different. I'm not from El Paso. I grew up in East Los Angeles, and I played Little League through my youth. If it wasn't for baseball, I don't know which way my life would have went. But through sports, kept me busy through my youth, and I was able to have a successful law enforcement and military career. So now I'm giving back to the kids that I know we can help.
Well, guys do amazing work, mentoring youth, engaging youth. Do you guys have any final messages for donors that are interested in giving back to youth programming? Why should they support El Paso Border Youth Athletic Association?
I just want to say thank you guys for having us, and appreciate every single dollar that has been raised. It's going to go a very long ways, and it's very, very important that we raise money to help kids grow, succeed, and get an education. And I want to thank our great team at Border Youth Athletics. I want to thank Mattress Firm for being great sponsors. And
what's your fundraising goal?
Whatever we can get.
All right, well, you're going to knock it out of the park today, right?
Yes.
That's right.
Getting the word out about the great work that you do, and then, of course, engaging new donors to help support your mission.
Yes.
All right, well, thank you so much for being here with us. Nathan, George, we appreciate all the work that you do in the community and engaging our youth and keeping them out of trouble.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming down, fellas.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
Great to meet you. Mika, on we roll. We'll be back with another group in just about 60 seconds.
Okay, at the very end of this,
All right, Mika, on we roll. It's about time we're going to introduce Fab Lab El Paso in just a moment here. Let's take one more quick look at the website and hit that refresh button. Pardon my tabs. $757,888 raised so far today. And our job, Mika, here is to inspire you watching at home to donate right now to any and all of your favorite organizations today, including Fab Lab El Paso. I'm going to throw it back over to you, Mika.
all right, thank you so much, Chris. We have Kathy and Michael here with us with Fab Lab of El Paso. They are still on a high from winning our Gator Tank competition last week that we held in conjunction with the kickoff of El Paso Giving Day. So Kathy and Michael, thank you so much for being here. Thanks so much for engaging in all of these nonprofit investment initiatives that the Paso del Norte Community Foundation puts on to really build up the capacity of our nonprofits. We appreciate your work. And we'd like to give you this opportunity to share Fab Lab's amazing work with the overall community. We're great sharing it to our judges last week at our Gator Tank, but you know, not everyone is aware of Fab Lab and what you're doing there. So please fill us in, talk about your mission and the impact that you're having.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you, Mika, for giving us this platform to talk about Fab Lab. We are a STEM makerspace and digital skilling innovation hub. We started with very traditional K-12 programming, and we're now moving on towards digital skilling, workforce development, and economic development initiatives for our great city, because we believe in building that talent pipeline so that we can all prosper and grow together in the 915. Michael, would you like to talk about some of our programming?
Yes, so we have a dedicated STEM team, 100% all-female STEM team, I may add, that focuses their efforts on K-12 programs. We work directly with, we're partners in educations with all the local school districts, and we provide field trip and PD opportunities for our local community. So students are able to come down to our lab. We're actually just right down the street right here at the Roderick Art Space Lofts, where we do host K-12 programs. So such as this guy right here, we teach kids all about advanced computing, robotics, AI, with this little humanoid robot kit right here that we do. And so some of your proceeds will actually help fund materials such as these. These are not inexpensive robot kits.
Does he or she bend at all?
Yeah, these have 15 points of articulation. They have color changing eyes. They have an embedded camera to do object recognition and vision tracking. So we get really in depth. But they're also easy to use. So we work with these robots with kids as low as 2nd and 3rd grade. But they're also scalable to work with advanced kids out of high school and into college.
Mm-hmm. So this is your first El Paso Giving Day for Fab Lab.
Yeah.
So what are your goals for this year? I mean, just getting the word out about what you're doing, you know, having more recognition in the community of the outstanding work that you're doing, inspiring students to pursue careers in STEM, and just giving them that initial, I guess, that opportunity to learn about STEM and to be inspired by it.
Yeah, we've been very blessed with a lot of different funding opportunities and partnerships with Microsoft, NASA. We just found out today that we'll be partnering with Autodesk, one of the largest engineering software companies in the world.
Congratulations.
And thank you. But so Giving Day is definitely us, you know, we want the community to contribute and donate to our organization to help democratize these initiatives. As you all know, coding and tech skilling is not cheap and requires a lot of effort, and it can't just be a top-down initiative. We need it to be grassroots. We need buy-in from the community. But Giving Day is also an opportunity for Fab Lab to give back to the community as well. We want to share the wealth of resources that we have, and we want to create these virtuous cycles where you know, we can really scaffold and promote prosperity for all in our community.
Well, and you guys are already collaborating with Boys and Girls Club. So one of my favorite things about these nonprofit investment initiatives that the Paso Norte Community Foundation hosts are these opportunities for nonprofits to collaborate, to leverage resources, to leverage their strengths. And clearly, you guys have a very strong grasp of what it takes to have these corporate partnerships. And so that's something that you'll be able to share with other nonprofits in our community who maybe have a better understanding of the grassroots piece that, you know, you guys can learn from each other.
Yeah, we're all about the partnerships, and we definitely want to really make that dollar that you contribute today to El Paso Giving Day return tenfold on investments for the whole community. We work with other nonprofits. We try to add value to the whole ecosystem. And so, yeah, $1, you know, for us or for any other organization is really $1 for our whole community. So we definitely encourage you not only contribute to Fab Lab, but to all the great nonprofits with excellent causes on this Giving Day.
What's your goal for El Paso Giving Day?
We have a goal of $5,000, and this $5,000 will go towards scholarships for students who want to attend our workshops but have a financial barrier. So just to give you a breakdown, for $25 to $30, a student can participate in a 2-hour workshop with us on one of our award-winning STEM programs. And for $150 to $250, you can send them to Maker Camp for a week. So just to, you know, hopefully the community will respond and help us, especially for our opportunity youth in this region who have been disadvantaged or underserved.
please help them get engaged with our tech skilling programs and initiatives, because we need tech to work for us. We need tech to close that gap, not to widen it.
Yeah, so focusing on equity and leveling the playing field to give everyone an opportunity regardless of their ability to pay, right?
Absolutely.
And it's not just for kids. We do have an upcoming, we just started our Microsoft Skills Link series, so that's for young adults and young professionals, and just anybody in general to level up their coding, AI, everything like tech skilling programs right there. And we're running that out of the new Innovation Hub that's located right down the street on Paisano and Overland. So you can check that information out on our website as well.
And this pilot program is free of charge to the community.
All right, well, awesome. Kathy, Michael, you guys are looking for $5,000 to add to the $7,500 you won last week as part of Gator Tank, and we wish you great success in your first El Paso Giving Day. Thank you for being here and for the great work that you do out in our community.
Awesome.
Thank you so much,
Mika.
Thank you, Posada Norte Community Foundation.
All right, well, anyone?
There you go. Welcome back to Southwest University Park. My name is Chris Strubb, the Giving Day guy. This is El Paso Giving Day 2020. Lots of 20s. Lots of 20s coming into the nonprofits. I'm starting to get a little tired. It's a long day on Mountain Time here. Let's take a peek at that current dollar amount here. Let's hit that refresh button again here for you. $770,998 raised so far. Hey, and maybe you're watching right on the website there. You can see that embed, so you can tune in and watch the live stream as you're making your donations tonight, whether you're watching live or on replay. You can make those donations until midnight tonight. We've got another great nonprofit here coming up as we wrap up with Mika Short. Those 3 hours flew by, huh? Those were some of the...
It doesn't feel like I've been standing here for 3 hours, but yes.
But it's a good thing. You know, we're having a lot of fun here, Mika, and I just wanted to, before you sign off, just say thank you again to the PDN Community Foundation for letting me be a part of this today. Hopefully, I know I'm having fun. Hopefully the nonprofits are having fun too. And we got to chat with Brad and Andy from the Chihuahuas as well. They've been wonderful, wonderful hosts here. The weather has cooperated. It's a beautiful day. So you can scan that QR code. Even if you're watching on another device, you could actually probably scan that code over Mika's shoulder there while you're watching the stream. That's how clear it is there.
It's on the big screen.
You know, so we're having fun, but that fun really comes today when you go in and make a donation and be part of this magic that you hear us talking about all day long. I'll get out of the way and let Mika introduce our next nonprofit.
Right, well, we are very excited to have Ysleta and Amanda here with Paso Norte Children's Development Center. You guys are celebrating 75 years this year, so this has been a milestone year for you, and you guys have had a lot of excitement and a lot of support with your big fundraiser that you just had, so you guys are on a roll. And you guys won a prize at our nonprofit night, so you guys are just on a roll. Yeah, so... Well, I know what Paso Norte Children's Development Center does. It's one of the 35 nonprofits that I am personally supporting this year. But if you would, you know, let our audience know about the impact that you have, the families that you serve, the difference you make in our community, and then what your fundraising goals are, because you also are the benefit of some matching funds that you want to maximize today as part of El Paso Giving Day.
Yes, so we are very excited to be here. It is our 75th anniversary this year. We've been doing great work in our community to help children with special needs achieve their fullest potential. And so we offer a variety of programs, but we start with the babies. We start with the Early Childhood Intervention Program, which serves the birth to 3 population. So we're an ECI provider. And we work with the families in their natural environment, which means we go out into their homes, we go to the child care centers, we go to grandma's house, and we provide a multidisciplinary approach. So we provide speech, physical, and occupational therapy, and we also provide a very specialized service, which is SST, Specialized Skills Training. So we do a parent coaching model, because we believe that parents are the child's first teachers. And so we want to support them in their caregiving role as much as possible. And so when we end with ECI, when the child turns 3, we have our pediatric therapy program that's in our facility at 1101 East Schuster, where we continue if the child still needs help with speech, auditory, verbal therapy, occupational therapy. We have a multidisciplinary feeding clinic. And so we continue with the family through that journey. Our Community Resource Center provides a lot of supportive services such as parent education, support groups, sibling workshops, case management, and then we also have an ABA department, which is Applied Behavior Analysis for children with autism. And so that's an evidence-based intervention that we provide. And no matter if the child does not have insurance, we have grant funding so that we can support families and we don't turn anyone away. And our newest program is Help Me Grow El Paso, which is, we are very, very excited because that is going to be able to connect families of young children, birth to age 8, to connect to all the services available in our community, not just our services, but all the child serving agencies in our community. And so we're really excited about all of the things and the great work that we've been doing in our community. And we have great news.
Oh, and we're expanding. So we're really excited about that. So absolutely, yes. As the East Side grows, the need grows, and we're all about uniting needs with resources when it comes to these amazing life-changing therapies for our kids. And we're all about parent empowerment as well. So yes, we're just super excited about that. I'm sporting my Chuco Relic shirt. So these are available at all Chuco Relic. Hello, Chelsea. Thank you so much. And they're available for purchase as well. So in this actual graphic here, they actually took into account different diagnoses that our kids do have, beautiful, which is absolutely fantastic. So we've had a very fortunate year, Mika.
Well, this isn't your very first Giving Day. You guys are veterans to Giving Day, and you guys are, are one of the lucky organizations that have matching funds. So tell us a little bit about your strategy for Giving Day this year, how you're getting your word out and engaging those donors to ensure another successful Giving Day.
Well, I think, we've done a lot of fundraising events this year. We still have our Christmas Gala coming up. And so we've really reached out to new donors out there in our community. We've really engaged our families as well and our staff. So we feel that this...
Yeah, you guys have like an internal competition going, right?
Yes. Yes, so we created, a lot of us created our own personal pages, if you want to do it through mine.
Peer-to-peer fundraiser.
Peer-to-peer, yes, peer-to-peer fundraiser. And I think that that's a really effective strategy. We love the idea. And so we're hoping that we can really see the results of that strategy this year compared to last year's.
And then another strategy that we've used as well is just video and, our staff testimonials, because I think one of the avenues that separates our organization from others is that everyone has a story, and a lot of our staff, they actually came to PDN, utilized the services, loved it so much that they wanted to contribute tenfold, and they're employees now, and they've stayed there forever.
That was in your video at your fundraiser. I know I gave when I attended there, and I've given again as part of Giving Day, and it's always nice when the families are so invested in the organization, so much so that they want to work there. And,
Exactly.
and then they give back and do peer-to-peer fundraising on top of that. So you guys really have a phenomenal structure for Giving Day and for, your strategic plan and growing and making a difference in our community. So thank you guys so much for the work that you do. Do you have any final messaging for our audience as they consider who they want to support for El Paso Giving Day?
Yes, well, thank you, Mika, for contributing,
Thank
and thank you for everyone that has already donated. We surpassed already our goal, but that doesn't mean
That's not a bad thing.
That's not a bad thing because
doesn't
we
mean
want to
a good
continue
thing.
going. We want to continue going. We have expansion that we need to really fund. And so any donation, any contribution that comes in, we will put it to use and to serve more children with special needs in our community.
And I also think it comes down to inclusivity and disability visibility. And I think that El Paso is doing a great job. And we kind of want to be the catalyst for that as well, because those conversations, I think, need to happen. And I think they're starting to happen. And even if, a diagnosis doesn't directly affect you, El Paso is fantastic and everybody knows someone. So it could be a coworker, like a teacher, someone that you went to school with 25 years ago. And that's the beauty of El Paso. So you never know what your donation or the impact it might have, and we love what we do.
Yeah, well, PDN Children's really lays the foundation for success for long term, right? Because those are the skills and the support that you need right at the very beginning. So you can navigate through life with whatever disability or differently abled path you're taking.
Yes, ma'am.
Exactly. And our Inclusive Early Learning Center, that's what we are taking over to the east side. And we have a wait list, and we field calls all the time about families living out east that it's impossible for them to bring the kids.
Yeah, well,
to
there's
us.
the need, and you guys are willing and able to provide the services that
Yes.
are very needed in our community.
So help us get there.
Yeah, so well, thank you guys so much for all that you do.
thank
Thank
you.
you for being such strong supporters of El Paso Giving Day, and congratulations on your success so far.
No, thank you
Thank
all for
you
having
all.
us here. Thank you
Congratulations, guys. You see, I've got your site up here on the screen. And again, Mika, that number that I love seeing there, you guys mentioned you've already exceeded your goal. So you can go on to elpasogivingday.org and set a new goal, which is great. And you got that $20,000 goal listed now.
so much. Yeah.
But the number that I love seeing here, Mika, is that number of donations, that unique donations. 62 is really great. And we look forward to seeing that number continue to rise here as the day goes on. I also love, too, just to dive into it for a second, that you really specify there where those donations are going. Where you see that $15, $30, and $150. And that really, Mika, helps drive home kind of, if you're thinking about making a donation, you know exactly where your $150 will go if you make that donation right now. So,
All right, well, congratulations, guys. Wish you continued success as the day goes on.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
all.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more El Paso Giving Day Live. We've got a special guest coming up, I think, so don't go anywhere. See you in 60 seconds. Thank you. Our 1 o'clock hour of our live stream of El Paso Giving Day. With us now is Tripper Goodman. He is the past chair of the Paso del Norte Community Foundation.
He is a very dedicated board member, and we are so excited that he carved out time to join us today to talk about El Paso Giving Day. So Tripper, thank you so much for being here with us, and just wanted to ask you, like, to you, you are a donor of El Paso Giving Day personally, and so representing our board, what does El Paso Giving Day mean to our community, and why is it so important that donors give to these nonprofits?
El Paso is a city and a community of small and large nonprofits, but we need help with each other, and we need to support each other. And that's the key about what we do. And I feel great about giving money to various not-for-profits, but more importantly, we have so many people in this community that need the help, need the assistance, and you have not-for-profits out there that are doing everything, just the folks that just spoke before, and the ones before that, and the ones that will speak after me. You know, El Paso is a network of people, and we are a community on both sides of this border, and we make a difference. But if we don't support each other through the not-for-profits, through the giving that we can give to each other and to each organization, it's not going to make any difference in this community. So we have to do that. And I'm a proud member of the board, proud member of the community, and I'm happy to say that we have so many people that want to do this. We just need to get the word out more. And I think between you and your team and Paso del Norte Community Foundation, Giving Day has become a big hit.
Well, this is our 8th annual El Paso Giving Day. Of course, the foundation is celebrating its 10th anniversary this year, founded in 2013. And one of our 4 priority areas of the foundation is nonprofit investment. And that's really where El Paso Giving Day falls as a nonprofit investment, because we are investing in our nonprofit leaders to give them the opportunity to share their message out in the community, because a lot of them are so focused on delivering the services that make a difference in the lives of their customers, their clients, that they don't always have the opportunity to expand their mission out in the community and spread the word about what they're doing. So we do appreciate the support of our board members, as this being one of the priority areas of the foundation. And we appreciate you, Tripper, specifically giving personally, serving on some of the other boards of the organizations that you're supporting. And then, you know, just being here, because I do think it sends a strong message to the community that our board is completely invested in El Paso Giving Day, and that we really truly do want to hit it out of the park this year as our 8th annual El Paso Giving Day. So thank you, Tripper, for your board service, for your leadership, and for not only speaking about El Paso Giving Day in the community, but also giving personally, and supporting the nonprofits that are doing such great work in our community.
Well, it's a great organization. We have a great community, and if we don't support the not-for-profits, our community will really just be mediocre, and we can't let that happen.
I am going to do a quick plug for Paso del Norte Community Foundation. We are fundraising as part of El Paso Giving Day too, and Kelly on our team is asking for donations of $10 in honor of our 10th anniversary this year. So as we do the work in partnership with our communities, our nonprofits out in the community, we do also ask that you support Paso del Norte Community Foundation as part of El Paso Giving Day this year with a gift of $10 in celebration of the Paso del Norte Community Foundation's 10th anniversary. So Tripper, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your support. And we will wrap up this 1 o'clock hour, leaving on a very high note as we approach that $800,000 mark, hopefully in the next hour. All right, thank you guys.
Thank you, Tripper.
Okay,
nice to meet you.
Thank you. Nice meeting you. Okay, good job, Mika.
When you spend your hard-earned money locally, those dollars stay right here in our town. For over 25 years, Mattress Firm has believed that this keeps our community stronger. Shopping local doesn't mean you spend more. With our buying power, you can be confident you're getting the best product at the best price, guaranteed, or it's free. So let's band together, create a better night's sleep for you while making El Paso stronger. Visit us at mattressfirmep.com. Mattress Firm, your local source for a great night's sleep.